I'm Kimberly Malumian. I'm a registered dietitian who works with weight loss surgery patients. And this is my kitchen. Today we're going to learn how to flip an egg, because protein is one of the most important things that my patients can eat after surgery. So we're going to come over here, we're going to turn the stove top on, we're going to put our little burner onto medium, and I just have a small saute pan that actually doesn't have a Teflon coating on it, but it's okay, we can still flip some eggs in it. We're going to come over here and we're going to grab some eggs. They're not farm fresh eggs, you know, but that's okay. I just bought them down at the stock shop. And we're going to come back over here. Now you can see I have some white eggs and I have some brown eggs. Some people like to buy the white ones and some people like to buy the brown ones, but really there's no difference in nutritional quality in these puppies. They're exactly the same, just the outer shell. So our pan is pretty warm right now, and if you just kind of put your hand down in there a little bit without touching the pan, you know, you can feel the heat radiating off of it. So we're going to put a little bit of butter in the pan. You need some kind of fat in there to help keep the egg from sticking to the sides. You know, you could use cooking spray, you could use butter, you could use some olive oil, but I tend to find that the olive oil leaves a funny taste with an egg. So now I'm just swirling the melted butter all around the pan so that we evenly coat it. I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit, and I'm going to take an egg, and all you have to really do is just whap it on the side of the pan and crack it, and then open it up. And I know a lot of the chefies, right, they can do it with one hand and so fancy. But, so you see the egg in there now. If you try and get the yolk of it to be a little bit to one edge or the other, then it's easier to flip. You want to make sure that you're using your rubber spatula to pull the sides of the egg up off the pan and keep it nice and loose. Now, as this egg is cooking, if we think about my patients, their stomach is, after surgery, only about the size of an egg. So it really is that big. It holds about 2 ounces, as opposed to the stomach of you and I, which actually holds almost a gallon. So this egg is probably their whole meal, or their whole breakfast. So we're waiting for the egg to kind of loosen up here and cook a little bit so that we can flip it over. You want to make sure you can get some of that butter up underneath it to keep it from sticking. So as this egg finishes cooking up, there's plenty of other ways you can cook eggs too, right? My personal favorite, poached eggs, where you get a little pot that's about this big, like a little sauce pot, you boil some water in there, you can put some acid like lemon juice, you drop the egg in, and then it all congeals up together in a nice little ball so that when you break it open on toast, you get all that nice goodness. You could scramble eggs, right, which is kind of how you make an omelet. You could turn the scrambled eggs into omelet. You could bake them in little muffin tins, put them in the oven. But right now, this is technically frying an egg. So we've got it all loose in the pan now. We're getting ready to flip it, right? You want it to kind of be like a train wheel motion like this. Don't just jar it, but train wheel, right? So we make sure we're loose, because now I talked and now it's probably sticking again. Okay, ready? And like that. It goes down back on the burner for a couple seconds if you want the yolk to be nice and runny. If you want it to be really hard, you might have to leave it there for a few minutes longer, but I like my yolk runny, which we learned with the poached egg. So I'm just going to grab the pan so it doesn't cook anymore. I'm going to grab a plate out of my cabinet over here. I'm going to, with the help of my spatula, loosen it up again and just slide it right off onto the plate. So like I mentioned before, this is probably a complete meal for my patients, but for you and I, maybe we need some fruit like a nice tangerine, a little cheese and salt and pepper, and you're ready to go.